Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Amma ba'd, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ad-Darus al-Khamis, the fifth lesson. Al-fi'lu al-mujarradu wal-mazidu fih. Al-fi'lu al-mujarradu, the simple verb. Al-fi'lu al-mujarradu means the simple verb. So what do we mean by simple verb? So when we translate the second part of the topic, then you understand. Wal-mazidu fihi, and the verb that has addition. And the verb that has addition in it. So in terms of its letter. So that's why Sarf and Arabic generally, sometimes you can relate it to mathematics, because you go from one topic to the other by building on what was previously learnt. So if you can remember, in the previous lesson we talked about some verbs having additional letters to its root letters. So we talked about root letters. We talked about some verbs having additional letters to its root letter, and we even brought forth an example of qatala and qatala. So al-fi'lu al-mujarrad, the simple verb, is the verb that has only its root letters in it, while al-mazidu fihi is the verb that has additional letters added to it. Amthilatun, examples. Qaruba al-makanu, qaruba al-makanu, the place was near, or the place was close, something to be near. Laiba al-waladu, the boy played. The boy played. Khajila al-jabanu, the coward was ashamed, or the coward was embarrassed. That's the first section. The second section, Harjama al-ra'i al-ibila, the shepherd made the camels graze. That is, the shepherd took the camels to where they will eat, where they will graze, to the pasture. Dahraja al-waladu al-kurata, the boy rolled the ball. Ba'thara at-tilmidhu al-awraqa, the pupil scattered the papers. The third section, qarraba al-walidu al-walada, qarraba. Take note, qarraba. The previous one was qaruba. This has shadda in its second letter. So qarraba al-walidu al-walada, the father drew the boy close. The father drew the boy close. Or the father drew the son close. Either of the two. La'aba as-sabiyyu al-qitta. La'aba as-sabiyyu al-qitta, the child played with the cat. Akhjala ash-shuja'u al-jabana. Akhjala ash-shuja'u al-jabana, the brave, that is the brave one, embarrassed the coward. Ihranjama al-ibilu, the cattle grazed. Tadahrajat al-kuratu, the ball rolled. Taba'tharat al-awraku, the paper scattered. Al-bahthu, إذا تتبعنا هذه الأمثلة, if we follow these examples, وجدنا, we find أن القسم الأول, وجدنا, we find أن القسم الأول, that the first section, من الطائفة الأولى, in the first let's say أن القسم الأول, the first part, من الطائفة الأولى, in the first section. So if you notice, it is, the examples are divided into two sections. Then in the first sections we have two different parts, then the second section two different parts. So let's use part and section now. أن القسم الأول, that verily the first part, من الطائفة الأولى, in the first section, مشتمل على هذه الأفعال, is consisting of these verbs لعب قرب خجل وأن كلا منها, and that verily each one of them مركب من 3 أحرف أصول, consisted of 3 root letters. قرب, you see there are 3 letters. لعب 3 letters. خجل 3 letters. So they are all root letters and they are 3 letters. فتسمى بذلك, and because of this it is called they are called أفعالا ثلاثية. أفعالا ثلاثية مجردة. They are called simple triliteral verb. الفعل الثلاثي is the triliteral verb. Then الفعل المجرد is the simple verb. So if you now combine the two and we say الفعل الثلاثي المجرد, then that will be simple triliteral verb. So they are called أفعالا ثلاثية مجردة, simple triliteral verbs. وإن تأملنا القسم الأول, and if you are to ponder on the first part من الطائفة الثانية, in the second section, وجدناه, we'll find it محتويا, consisting of على الأفعال الثلاثة المتقدمة. We'll find the examples, we'll find the first part in the second section consisting of the 3 previously mentioned verbs in the first part of the first section. That is koruba. You notice in the second section we have koruba. Laiba we have laaba. Then khojila we have akhjala. So the same verb, but there is a difference. What's the difference? Ma ziyadatin ala hurufiha al-asliyati, with addition to its root letters. So that is, the difference is that these verbs add addition to their root letters. فَتُسَمَّى بِذَلِكَ, because of that, they are called أَفْعَالًا ثُلَاثِيَّةً مَزِيدًا فِيهَا. They are called triliteral verbs with addition. They are called أَفْعَالًا ثُلَاثِيَّةً, triliteral verbs مزيدا فيها, with addition. وإن تأملنا أمثلة القسم الثاني من الطائفة الأولى, if we ponder on the examples of the second part of the first section, that is harujama to bathara, وجدنا فيها, we'll find in it أفعالا, verbs, مشتمل كل واحد منها, consisting, we'll find that each one of the verbs consisting of منها على أربعة أحرف, of على أربعة أحرف أصول, of 4 root letters. فهي أفعال رباعية مجردة. These verbs are called simple quadrilateral verb. So normally in the last lesson we talked about al-fi'lu al-ruba'iyyu, that is the quadrilateral verb, and then we have al-fi'lu al-mujarradu, the simple verb. So if you are to combine the two together and we say al-fi'lu al-ruba'iyyu al-mujarrad, then that will be simple quadrilateral verb, just as we have simple trilateral verb al-fi'lu al-thulathiyyu al-mujarrad. So the second part of the first section, of the first section, we'll find that they are consisting of 4 letters each, 4 root letters each. So they are called af'alun ruba'iyyatun mujarradatun, simple quadrilateral verb. Wal-qismu al-akhir, and the last part min at-ta'ifati thaniya, in the second section, fihi tilka al-af'al ar-ruba'iyyah, in it are the same verbs, the same quadrilateral verbs, like harujama we have ihranjama, dahrajat tadahrajat, and then we have what else? We have ba'tharat taba'tharat. So the same. So there's a difference again. Ma bi'ayniya, nam, same verbs. Ma ziyadatin, with addition, ala hurufiha al-asliyati, to its root letters. Fahiya af'alun ruba'iyyatun, they are called, they are quadrilateral verbs mazidun fiha, with addition. وَالنَّتِيجَةُ مِنَ الْبَحْثِ, and the conclusion from the explanation we've been reading, هذه البحث, that is al-khulasa. I don't know if there is a mistake here, so they're supposed to write al-khulasatu, so it has to be a printing mistake. Al-khulasatu al-awwal al-fi'lu ala qismayni. The verb is into two sections, into two parts. Mujarradin wa mazidin fihi. So the simple verb and the one with addition. Al-fi'lu al-mujarradu, the simple verb, huwa ma kana jami'u ahrufihi asliyatan. It is the verb that has all its letters as root letters. Mithlu, like daraba, hafidha, ba'thara, dahraja. Wa huwa qismani. And this simple verb are into two parts again. Initially, we said verbs generally, in terms of its letters, in terms of its root letters or addition, they are into two. We have the simple verb, and then we have the verb with addition, mujarrad and mazidun fihi. And then under the mujarrad, under the simple verb, so it is still now divided into two parts again. Wa huwa qisman. Mujarradun thulathiyun, the simple triliteral verb, mithlu, like jalasa, laiba, wa mujarradun ruba'iyun, and the simple quadrilateral verb, mithlu, like harjama and kosh'aro. So kosh'aro is to give goosebumps, you know. Maybe you initiated a reaction on someone else, and the person become exasperated, has goosebumps and the likes, you know, have the hair standing on end, like all those expressions in English, you know, having one's hair stand on end, having goosebumps, becoming exasperated. So that's kosh'aro, that's lazim, that's transitive verb. Now, the intransitive is iksha'arra. طيب, the second one, والفعل المزيد فيه, the verb with addition, هو ما تركب من حروف أصلية. It is the verb that consists of root letters, وزائدة, and addition, an additional letter. مثل, like in قطع, that is it's severed. So that's intransitive. In qat'a, it's severed, or it cuts. Ihran jama, it's grazed or it grazed. In qat'a too, it's severed, or it became severed, or it's severed. Ihran jama, it's grazed or it grazed. Wa huwa aidan qisman. So this mazid too, this verb with addition to is into two parts. Mazidun thulathiyun, the triliteral verb with addition, mithlu, like ta'azzama. It can mean he flaunted, or he became arrogant, or to become inflated. Nam ahsana, it did good. Wamazidun ruba'iyun, and the verb with addition. Although I have to point out that ta'azzama, all this meaning we mentioned, that is in relation to the creation, to the khalq, to humans, and every other creation. So it will be negative on our own part, but when it comes to the part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it will be positive. For example, Allah is al-mutakabbir, but if you should call someone mutakabbir, then that's negative. So mutakabbir, for people, that would be someone who is arrogant, who tries to go over everyone, who tries to preside over everyone. But for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is positive. Why? Because he's the one that has the right to preside over every other thing. He's the one that has the right to boast of what he has done, because he is who he is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's Allah. ذَلِكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ. So, for example, Jabbar, if you should call someone Jabbar, then that will mean tyrant. Someone who tries to oppress people. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Jabbar because he has the right to. He's the one with the right. So, it's very important because you cannot just learn Arabic alone. We have to learn about the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the correct Aqidah, the correct doctrine when we come across it. Now, ومزيد رباعي, and the verb with addition, the quadrilateral verb with addition, مثل like إحران جمع, إحران جمع. Is this إحران جمع or إحران سما? This thing is not clear. So let's just say إحران جمع. Yes, إحران. Okay, إحران سما. Sorry. That's from the verb jar sama. And jar sama means to scrutinize. To scrutinize something, to have your view very sharp. So ijran sama would be to be scrutinized. Wallahu alam. Then takahkara, it means to retreat cowardly. To retreat cowardly. Wallahu alam. If you ever have any question, you can just drop it in the comment section. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.